Yesterday, he's got a great temperament for coaching a group of guys that are superstars, if you will.
You see Jerry Colangelo there to the left, the managing director of the USA Basketball program, and LeBron James getting everybody ready here in Macau. Do they love LeBron in China or what?
Well, I think they've embraced Team USA. You're talking about a country with over 1 billion people and 300 million people who play basketball in some way, shape, or form.
And even more that love the game of basketball. The colors for today's game: Lithuania in green and white, the United States of America in white. And we are ready to go. And it'll be interesting to see, as I mentioned, Linus Kleiza, teammate with Carmelo Anthony on Denver. They have gone at it before in international competition. They like to talk a little smack to each other. And we are underway. The United States with the first possession.
Well, the next 3 games in this exhibition tour, as Kobe Bryant knocks a shot down.
Fantastic three-point shooting team.
Well, they really are. They're well coached by Ramonas Putautas. Very solid in execution.
Here we go. The first dunk of the game from Dwight Howard. 10 of 11 in the first 2 games, and a steal by Kidd. Carmelo Anthony down in a heap. He's okay. LeBron James, a no-look into Dwight. It's not a dunk, but it is a lay-in, plus the foul for Dwight Howard.
Boy, this is a quick start for Team USA, and they don't run a lot of offense through Dwight Howard, but you get an example of how strong he is. Look how deep he gets the ball in the post, and you're talking 260 pounds of live.
Dwight Howard.
Well, he really does, and at one time in his career, he was a really intriguing NBA prospect, and has turned into a solid player.
Jasikevičius gobbled up by Kobe Bryant, almost forced into a turnover. Saved by Yaptikis. Oh, and he goes in and jams it down. Oh, my goodness.
Well,
and he says, Dwight Howard, if you can do it, I can as well.
His backup positions.
Jasikevičius, cold to start the game. Kidd gets right through, feeds to Howard, and Howard lays it in. He's got 3 field goals early.
Boy, all you've got to do is run the floor there. They're not letting him use the pick-and-roll screen.
Good pick-and-roll defense, and it's going to set up a sexy jam by LeBron James.
See, now that's one of those 3 or 4 different pick-and-roll defensive wrinkles through ball handler. And this is going to cause Lithuania some trouble because they do not handle the ball well.
And an encore from LeBron James.
And good strategy by Coach K. Not only can you do it, but Team USA is starting to do it well.
Melo with the miss. Dwight Howard the rebound. Dwight Howard going for his 4th field goal. It's knocked away and saved by LeBron. No looks it into Dwight Howard. He missed the dunk. He's looking to the official for a foul. None coming. It's Lithuania ball. And as we take a look at Coach K, Fran, Team USA has gotten up to slow starts. Although he misses there. Kobe Bryant up ahead to Jason Kidd. And Kidd just goes in and scores. I thought he was going to go over his ear to Carmelo for a vicious slam, but 14-2 USA.
But it's important for Jason Kidd to look for some scoring opportunities now, because when you get to Olympic play, people are going to back off him of the Soviet Union. Now you see a little zone. First time we've seen zone against Team USA since early in the Canada game.
And Kobe Bryant showing you just how good he is. The athleticism, at least on the defensive end for Lithuania, he was on Carmelo Anthony. And here is Carmelo Anthony up ahead of the pack. He goes glass, can't hit. Knocked away deftly by LeBron James and saved in. Look at the passing. Kidd to Dwight Howard and one.
Well, see, right now, everything's been keyed by the defensive pressure in the half court, because we mentioned Lithuania doesn't handle the ball great, and that's opened up some great scoring opportunities. And remember, first 2 games, those guards of Team USA taking some chances.
Which he had 14 points and 8 rebounds. Already has 8 points and 3 rebounds here. Give him 9, and it's 19-5 USA. Spectacular. 13 of 19 in his first 2 games back from injury. Kobe now playing the 3. Defended well. Jasikevičius got right out on him, and Kobe hit it anyway.
He played for Stu Vetter, who also coached the likes of guys like Kevin Durant. See the 2-3 zone now.
That's going in, baby. I mean, Kobe's hot. He's electric hot right now.
USA has imposed its defensive will on this team.
And finally, a basket from the perimeter for Lithuania, but here's Wade tracking it down. Oh, nice shake move. Goes up for the alley-oop. Nice catch by Dwight and a foul. Another foul on Linus Kleiza. And We've seen different looks.
When you look at the lineup they put out there yesterday with LeBron at the 5 and Carmelo at the 4, Wade, Bryant, and Paul, you may have had 5 of the 6 or 7 best players in the world on the floor at one time. Think about that for a second.
Okay, I just thought about it. Dwyane Wade tried to slip it through to Bosh. It's out to CP3. Shot clock an issue down to 2. Paul hoists. And he hits. It's all good for USA Basketball here in exhibition game number 3.
Now, you know he loves the run.
All right, I've had a few seconds to think about it. Does Coach K call that lineup with LeBron at the 5 the best 5? Because that feels like the best 5 players on this team on the court at the same time.
Well, there's going to be times, as you see the block shot there's going to be times where they're going to have to deal with the likes of somebody like Yao Ming. But because LeBron is 260 and can really handle himself inside, take a look at Wade from the weak side here. You talk about help side defense. But when LeBron can manage the low post, they can get away with that lineup some.
Basket scored by right there probably caused that miss.
Yeah, I think you're right. Carmelo doesn't miss many. He shoots a very high international percentage from 3.
And a strong drive to the hoop. That was a goaltending violation on the United States. Yeah. And so this is an exhibition game. What is the game plan coaching-wise in terms of showing something, not showing other stuff? Do you decoy as Chris Bosh hammers it down?
Well, you do. In my opinion, you do. Now,
points to a Canadian team that, well, let's just say it was less than spectacular. 30 to Turkey, as you said, 15 to Lithuania. That's a very impressive defensive first quarter. And scoring fishy officiating in play.
You see what they're doing now? They're taking Jasikevičius and they're making him use his left hand.
And Jasikevičius hates that call. Chris Paul says, give me that ball. Red from the corner.
How about that? 12 minutes into the game and knocking down your first shot.
Micah Red was 6 of 8 from 3-point range in the first game. 0 of 2 yesterday against Turkey. Off to a good start here. Jasikevičius. And I have a feeling he hit that not only because he was due, but because he's ticked off about that play with Chris Paul. Siskauskis back for Lithuania. They trail by 16. Siskauskis from NBA range. And he hits it. So, after the slow start by Euromagic and Siskauskis, they hit back-to-back 3. Got the correct start time for this game. We're seeing the real Lithuania right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, they are proficient at playing this defense, by the way. Very effective zone defensive team.
Red on the move to Wade for the lay-in.
What you want to do is not rely on jump shots versus the zone, but attack the paint. Well, this is a good tempo right now for Lithuania because they're forcing Team USA to shoot the ball quickly in the half court.
Look at that ball movement. Beautiful, and it's paid off by Javtikas.
After the slow start, they're starting to get their rhythm. But you gotta love the fact that USA will push the ball on both misses and makes. And a great example right there. The stoic one.
Jasikevičius and Javtikas, a little pick and roll. United States not having it at all. Red another steal. Darren Williams. Nice feed to LeBron James. How did he find him?
Terrific. Terrific look by Darren Williams. For them to medal. But you know what, Rick? The interesting thing is not many teams in Olympic play are going to pressure like Team USA is able to do.
Javtikas, another nasty slam.
Good example right there. When you handle the ball well, you can get the ball inside against Team USA.
Dwight doesn't throw it down, but he answers promptly, and the United States back by 18.
Only spent a brief time at Arizona and then returned home to Lithuania.
Javtikas was drafted by the San Antonio Spurs, 56th overall back in 2001, and what a move.
One of the few players in EuroLeague history who's won back-to-back EuroLeague titles with 2 different teams. And Siskauskis, one of the other 2 gentlemen, a guy named Bodaroga, one of the all-time great players in Europe.
Javtikas with the Mikan-esque hook.
Back in 2002, but he's carved out a nice living for himself in Europe, playing for Dynamo Moscow.
Carmelo Anthony, he didn't hesitate on that one.
Carmelo's so fundamentally sound.
He's just a fantastic EuroLeague player, consistently one of the league leaders in blocks and rebounding.
Well, what you love about these guys is even though they trail by 16, there's no fear factor. Look at that.
a one-and-done slam by Kobe Bryant off the sweet feed from Dwyane Wade. Yaptakis. Oh, he lost the handle. It just slipped out like a bar of soap. Wade back for the U.S. Nice little crossover fake. Bounds into his man. No basket. That is an offensive foul.
Now that's the third time in the 3 exhibition games that Dwyane Wade has come down the lane like a freight train. And here he runs over Calcanis. Maybe a little acting job, but you cannot get frustrated. You don't get the superstar call over here.
Good defense right there by Dwyane Wade to disrupt the drive by Calcanis. LeBron spinning. Oh, and he can't score. Dwyane Wade fighting down there for the rebound against 3 Lithuanians. And we have a jump ball.
Yes, it did. See, zone defense by Lithuania has done a nice job of keeping Team USA on the perimeter.
Fran, before the end of the half here, tell me, what Coach K may be talking about in that locker room. Give me one like and one dislike from what you've seen in this first half.
I think the one thing they've done is they've pressured the ball very well. Will be the next opponent, and they're led by Andre Kirilenko of the Utah Jazz. Also have a point guard, J.R. Holden, who's a Bucknell graduate.
And Lithuania draws within 13, feeling over.
First exhibition game. They are going to see a variety of looks in Olympic play.
Chris Paul did get it through to Bosch. Oh, and Bosch miraculously throws it in. And I heard a tweet, get Bosch to the line.
Well, you like that because Bosch makes a terrific play. You don't like the fact that Chris Paul feeds him in traffic with 4 guys. Bosch makes chicken soup out of this right here.
And that's a nice gather by Chris Bosch. And look at this. He is hammered, and he hits it anyway. Petrovicius with the foul. Did they give Chris Paul an assist on this?
Oh, yeah.
Why not? It's new rules. Oscar Robertson somewhere saying, hey, they didn't give me the assist on that way back in my day.
Can he play 82 games? Can he stay healthy? I would take Dwight Howard simply because right now you can count on him to play night in, night out.
Great point. He has never missed a game in his NBA career. Lithuania with the first shot, and it's missed by Jasikevicius. And he picks up where he left off in the first half. Good hustle right there by Petrovicius.
Now, we've seen this now. Sometimes there's been a letdown in terms of rebounding.
And we have not seen enough of him. Shistov, great year.
A perfect example of a guy that, rather than be the 11th or 12th man on an NBA roster, makes about $1 million a year in Europe.
Not bad.
Now, this is a concern since halfway through the first half, and they've creeped back into this game.
Under 10 on the shot clock. LeBron James for 3, and you can't leave him wide open.
Now, that's not a normal NBA 3. That's what you'd call a mid-range jump shot for LeBron James, something he's reasonably proficient at.
United States by 14, make it 11. That is Calcanis from deep.
They switched out. Howard had Calcanis, and Howard just didn't give him enough respect on the jump shot. You got to crowd him, make him a driver.
Kobe stepping through. Nice find to Carmelo Anthony, and in traffic he scores.
As good a pass as that was, how about how Carmelo always finds...
U.S. and the referee's like, yo, one of you Lithuanian guys needs to come take the ball out of bounds. Here's Calcanis.
Oh, yeah.
Nice feed underneath, and that is Petrovicius being fouled from behind. How did he slither that one through?
Well, simply put, if you're going to let them run pick and roll at the high post, you're going to create some indecision on the part of the defense. Take a look right here. You see Howard stays. Kid doesn't get back quickly, and then no rotation from the backside. Kobe Bryant.
Trail by 12. They're hanging around, Fran.
But Rick, it's about law of averages right now because the zone is going to force Team USA to make some shots.
Jasikevičius makes a shot, and Lithuania now into single digits. They trail only by 9, and they're quicker to loose balls right now. Injury. He may or may not be added to the Olympic roster. And then you have Zydrunas Ilgauskas as Carmelo Anthony gets an and one. Big Z was not allowed to play here by the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's on the wrong side of 30. He's had health issues in the past. What is your thought about the Cavs and their decision to disallow Big Z playing here?
Well, keep in mind, it goes beyond that because Big Z is never. The insurance policy is such that a player like Big Z can't afford really to take a chance.
And an and one for Lithuania, and again it's Petrovicius.
And again it's pick and roll defense at the high post, and this is the same type of. I hate to remind you, same type of confusion we saw back in 2006. This normally. It's a very good test for Team USA because now you're also having to see them attack a 2-3 zone in a real serious defense.
Nice look away. LeBron to Melo and the mash from Dwight Howard.
Anytime you get the ball in the middle of the paint versus a zone, you're going to create something good for your team.
Turnover. Kobe Bryant up with it. Kid to Carmelo Anthony. He collects himself. The extra pass to LeBron James, and he hangs around for a while.
We mentioned if you get the steal and you get the pressure and you don't allow Lithuania to run their offense, you're going to get an opportunity to get the turnover and the run out.
Lithuania wants time. 6:03 to go in the third. The United States by 14.
Constructed for team basketball. There's the pressure again. You see Kobe gets it started.
And it's Kobe to LeBron for another mega blast.
This is what I talk about, feast or famine. When Lithuania...
And fearless, and he'll be back. Well, you don't know he'll be back, but, these guys play with pain all the time. So do these players. There are warriors in more sports than just basketball and football.
There's no question about it. They take a look at this ball movement now versus the zone.
Carmelo Anthony just found it. It's like a quarter on the sidewalk, picked it up.
But see, you need to be solid right here. No, don't take many gambles. There you go. Just be solid.
What's Kobe got for us? He's a former slam dunk champ, and he broke us off something.
See, if I'm the Team USA right now, the next 4 minutes, I want to drop a name on you here. Donatas Montejūnas, who's an 18-year-old, 7-foot Lithuanian player, who's going to be an NBA player someday.
LeBron James is an NBA player today, and he just took a great pass from Darren Williams, deposited it in, +1.
Well, what you like about that is they're in the zone, right? And now when you get the ball to the paint against the zone, you're going to get shots like this. You get the ball to the high paint.
Cold. Chris Paul to Darren Williams, and he lost it. And now Lithuania has a 3-on-1. Pretty ball fake right there, but he missed the layup, and Zydrunas Jasikevičius missed it. And they want a goaltend. I don't know if they're going to get it. That was Mashulis right there, begging for the call.
Well, Chris Paul broke up a 3-on-1 break. You love that. Take a look now. He fakes. And he throws Ilgauskas off. And right now you're seeing Ilgauskas will not likely be a part of that run. But there you see a great look at that 2-3 zone, which Coach Boutadas has stayed in for much of this game.
Wade left alone, and he puts it in.
Well, this is a team.
August 24th. That is the day of the gold medal game. And the United States of America hopes to be in that game, and they hope to win that game. Here is Darren Williams, and one.
Terrific play. And what's important about that, Rick, is attacking the zone with the drive. And that's the second play. That watch how good a job he goes. Not only getting into the zone, but we talked about his size and strength in the past.
Great teams of the 90s as Dwyane Wade missed the reverse layup of Arvydas Sabonis, Sarunas Marciulionis, and those were fantastic teams and a couple of very good NBA players.
Well,
shovel it underhanded, right on the money. He would hit it to a spot. The player would be there for the layup. I mean, what an amazing passer he was.
Well, hold the ball like a grapefruit, you mean.
Dwyane Wade, he hangs around for a little while, and the United States put on a highlight show here in the third.
Well, there should be more showtime because Lithuania's smart on the offensive end.
Dwyane Wade triggers. In and out and back in, and Dwyane Wade, 5 quick points.
Excellent. Good ball movement. Talked about as a coach. You don't need to hit home runs now. Just hit singles. Be solid. Be fundamental.
Joptikis into the corner, and that ball knocked down by Mindaugas Luskauskis. Between the shot clock and the game clock, so the United States will wind it down. Under 10 on the shot clock for them. Darren Williams kicks to Tayshaun Prince. 4 on the shot clock. Dwyane Wade recognizes, goes glass and hits again. He has 14, 7 quick points for him, and an injury for Lithuania.
I think he got his feeling. I think Machulis got his feelings hurt more than anything right there. That this team goes very, very far, actually, because their one Achilles heel is handling the basketball.
Dwyane Wade is absolutely ablaze right now.
Because not only is the chemistry good, and not only have they taken a little heat for not having enough big guys, but they have guys on the perimeter that can score inside and out.
Williams was looking for Wade, takes it himself, and one. So another and one for Darren Williams, and that ends a streak of 9 straight points for Dwyane Wade.
And you think about Darren Williams, and we talked about this. Jason Kidd at 35, the oldest member of the team. Yes, he's 38-0 in international play, but Darren Williams has that prototype game.
The Denver Nugget update, Carmelo has 11, Kleza has 4. Neither has played that great here today. Dwyane Wade, Chris Paul on a 2-on-1. Wade gave it to Paul so he could do that. Another windmill from Dwyane Wade, and the pass from Paul was awesome.
Well, the highlights are phenomenal the last 10 years or so.
Chris Paul with a dazzling move, feeds Prince. And Boozer, the only guy yet to touch it on this offensive possession. He sets a screen, Red free. Red hits.
See, when you're Michael Red right now, you don't really even have to bend your knees. That becomes a wrist shot. And you don't have to have the ball over your head. You just have to be in a normal act of shooting. In my opinion right there, that basket should have counted. You can drop the ball to your ankles as long as you're in the act of shooting.
Red has 4 threes, and the United States has 104 points.
Now, he's always in the act of shooting.
He had 6 of 8 from 3 in the game in Vegas against Canada. Nice pass to the corner, Siskauskis.
Yeah, see, that's just great ball movement, and that's just poor transition defense right there.
Siskauskis with 13. Double point guard look for the U.S. with Chris Paul, and this man, Darren Williams, scooting to the hoop, and he scores. They didn't foul him that time.
He's really not a 1. He's not quick enough to be a 1, and he's not big enough to be a 2, as evidenced by the contested shot right there.
And Michael Red jamming the jam as
that will not be a Sports Center highlight.
And you know these guys are going to give him a hard time. Did you just dunk the ball? I thought we got you to hit threes.
But he didn't. What he's done now is he not only has a great basketball team, and it's not going to be easy to win the gold, but this is a very classy group of guys, and the key has been to win with class. Not just win, but win with class. And then Germany with Dirk Nowitzki. So very interesting. But what you love about this Team USA is that Jerry Colangelo asked them for a 3-year commitment to really spill their guts and buy into the team concept. And they have. And even a guy like Tayshaun Prince, who's a great defender, has fit in. And so is this guy, too, Boozer.
Carlos Boozer, I'm feeling you. Late in the 4th quarter.
Your focus and you can't take too much away from this game, because if you remember, Rick, early on, I mentioned that ball handling would be a problem for Lithuania. And it has been. Talking the 2 best young point guards in the world. And so I think they're going to be big factors once it gets really serious. But you can always count on the leadership and the great court vision of Jason Kidd.
Michael Red, yes. So he takes it strong with the dunk, takes it strong with the lay-in here, and Michael Red authoring another good game. He's had 2 of 3 strong games in these exhibitions.
When you can put the ball on the floor like Michael Red as well, your opponents have to, take a look at that and say it's not just the jump shot. See a little 2-3 zone right here by Team USA last few possessions.
And Chris Paul mashes it down. And the bench loving that.
Well, you know what? Some great highlights. But if you're Coach K, you're going to like a lot of things about this game. And obviously the unselfishness, the versatility. There'll still be some things to pick apart as they go to the film room. Now remember, Spain also handled Lithuania very easily a couple weeks ago. And we mention that because Spain is probably the primary competition for Team USA as we set up for Beijing.
Last possession for the United States, under 10 on the shot clock. And Paul yesterday did this and just handed the ball to Turkey. And I wonder if they'll even attempt another shot. They don't. The shot clock is off. 3.6 left in this game.
Well, good sportsmanship. You never want to rub it in. They'll inbound it. Team USA will move on to Shanghai.
Zero's on the clock. That is it. The United States wins this game 120-84. A 36-point victory for Dwyane Wade and Team USA. Wade had 19 points to lead the U.S. And Michael Redd solid off the bench as well with 16. Dwight Howard had 17. And it was another successful exhibition game for the United States. They beat Lithuania 120-84. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.